This presentation is for Design Review Board meeting number 1 on the Stelvio apartment project. My name is Doug Spee. I'm the owner and developer and builder of this project. With me today is Scott Boyer, my architect. So the two of us will be making this presentation. So the building itself fits as you see it here, right on the corner of Bear Creek Parkway and 159th. It's not a large site. It's a small, very unique site with a curved corner that we utilized actually in our design to make a perfect fit that would blend this building in with the street shape and with the surrounding buildings, which you see in this photo are around this new project that were not there in 2010. But it's still a good fit, and we really like how it is working with the street shape and that part of downtown.
We've improved the level 1 layout to allow for delivery vehicles to come off street and to make their deliveries within the parking garage itself. We also have a car elevator to save space and to maximize the amount of parking. Down in the basement level, we'll have ample room for resident storage as well as long-term bike storage. And then in the mezzanine level, before we go to the upper floors, we have the double volume spaces that help conceal, if you will, the parking from the public side of the building. Going to the levels, the apartment levels up above, they are organized around a double loaded corridor, and their unit sizes range from around 600 square feet to just over 1,300 square feet. All units will have both a deck and a fireplace.
Top floor is slightly different, same basic floor plan, but I dedicated 2 of the units to amenity spaces, both of which are outdoor decks. In the one case on the south side, I made it open to the sky. So you have a choice as a tenant to go enjoy a beautiful day sitting outside on the top level. Or if it's a marginal weather day, if you just don't want to be in the sun, I've got a fully covered amenity space facing northeast down Bear Creek Parkway. That's a wonderful year-round space with fireplace and an enclosed room for events.
Exterior materials will include both darker gray colored cement board siding juxtaposed with natural looking wood grain lap siding. The building elevations are well articulated, especially along Bear Creek Parkway, to both give scale and to create visual interest. For example, the Bear Creek elevation will be further articulated with concrete masonry unit piers that have precast caps at their tops and then are also topped with decorative heavy timber, naturally finished wood knee brace supports. Typical unit window assemblies and deck doors will include transom windows to maximize light into the unit interiors. The building layout will follow the site curve, as Doug was speaking about earlier at the corner, and the unit windows along this curve are made especially large to help create a more transparent and dynamic curved corner.
Backside's a little different. We face an alleyway on both sides. Blackbird to the south of me with a fire truck lane, very similar appearance to their podium level. Likewise on the west side, the Legacy side, where I have a service drive and that part of the building right across that service drive from this side of the building. I will be introducing some form liners to try and break up that wall with something really interesting.
The building roof is V-shaped, sloping upward from near the building center to create a flared look at both the east and west ends of the building. The roof soffit, so visible from below, will consist of naturally finished wood. The building's overall more neutral, darker gray color palette creates the backdrop for the more vibrant natural wood soffit, as well as the inset lap siding and heavy timber knee braces.
So back to what makes this building different than the rest. We have a really interesting corner space dedicated to the retail tenant. A number of different tenants could go in here. These views give you a nice snapshot of what it could look like landscaped. I've got a great landscape architect that's familiar with Redmond, has done a couple of projects, and she's helping me generate views and ideas that will bring it a really great curb appeal and functionality for that tenant that takes that space. Lots of choices, but these are the ones she's picking. They're familiar to anyone doing more of these types of projects. Nice choices. I like them. And a nice landscape early plan that has plenty of things around the building. The shaded area at that radius corner is an alternative way to do the pavers or to do the paving of the sidewalk. We could introduce a paver that would give it a really great look on that corner, or look at some scoring ideas of that very big bulbous corner sidewalk.
We use the logging and farming history of Redmond as precedents in several formal building design strategies. The broad overhanging barn roof with its simple form and minimal ornamentation is used as a precedent for the new roof's angled yet simple planar geometry. A traditional Redmond home wraparound porch became the concept idea for our wraparound canopy. And finally, the Redmond rich logging history is memorialized in the heavy timber roof knee braces that I spoke about earlier.
Which brings us back to the store. This is the building. This is very close to what it will look like in real life. And I love it. I think it fits perfectly with that corner. It represents a lot of what Redmond stands for. It's got a little cycling history involved in the name. And I just really like the choices that we've made so far, but we are here to hear back from you and hear suggestions. And we're very interested in what your feedback is on this great project. So thank you very much for listening in, and we'll look forward to that feedback.